In the quiet of the morning, where the light begins to rise, I can feel my thoughts unfolding like a story in disguise. Every line I write in silence, every breath that slows me down turns the rush into a whisper, lays my worries on the ground. There are pages I've abandoned, ones I never thought to read, but they call me when I'm patient and reveal what I still need. Not in thunder or in pressure, not in answers loud or clear, just in soft unfolding moments when I choose to simply hear. And I learn a little deeper every time I take it slow. Some truths only find the meaning when I give them space to grow. Pages turning softly in the quiet of my hands, letting every gentle moment show the part of me that stands. And pages turning softly with a rhythm all their own. Every thought becomes a chapter in becoming more than known. Some days feel like empty margins, like the lines refuse to start, but the stillness holds the inkwell where I gather up my heart. I don't need the perfect phrasing or a plan that's bold and wide, just a willingness to listen to the story born inside. Every pause becomes a sentence, every choice a subtle thread, and the patterns I'm discovering weave a truth I've long outspread. I can feel my focus deepen as the clutter drifts away, and the page that once felt heavy feels inviting as the day. There is quiet revelation in the lines I gently trace, when I let my thoughts assemble at a slow forgiving pace. Pages turning softly, letting meanings rearrange. Every breath becomes a promise that I'm open to the change. Pages turning softly as the chapters fall in line. What I write in calm intention shapes a future that is mine. I once hurried through my seasons, fearing pauses meant I'd fall, but the moments I slowed gently showed me I could hold it all. Every lesson found in stillness, every truth beneath the noise, became lines that shaped my courage and restored my inner voice. So I meet the blank page softly, let it open when it will, knowing stories written slowly are the ones that linger still. Pages turning softly like a breeze across my mind, all the clarity I'm seeking hidden in the calm I find. The pages turning softly and I feel myself renew. Every line I write with presence brings me closer to what's true. I sit quietly with the morning, let it settle into place. All the restless pieces in me start to find their softer space. There's a rhythm in the stillness, in the moments slow and small, and it tells me I'm becoming someone steady through it all. I don't always see my progress, not in ways that feel defined. But the more I breathe with purpose, the more light begins to rise. Little shifts inside my thinking, little steps I choose to claim, teaching me that gentle effort builds a fire from a flame. And I notice how the quiet holds a strength I didn't see, how the pauses I resisted turn to paths that carry me. When I focus I grow, in the corners of my mind, in the calm between the chaos, in the strength I learn to find. When I focus I grow, not in rush but in my way, in the patience I am learning as my thoughts begin to stay. Some days everything feels heavy, like the world is leaning in. But the moment that I slow down is the moment I begin. I can feel my thoughts unravel in a way that makes them clear. What felt distant, lost or tangled finds its shape when I'm here. I don't need a flawless vision or a map of perfect lines, just a quiet understanding of the place I'm trying to find. And the more I choose to listen to the stillness in my chest, the more gently I discover how my effort does its best. And I rise in quiet stages, letting old doubts drift away, finding courage in the moments that invite my mind to stay. When I focus I grow, in the shadows turning warm, in the clarity that follows, when my thoughts begin to form. When I focus I grow, not ahead but here, right now, in the softness of becoming who I'm learning to allow. I used to think I needed something loud to feel real strong, but the hush of slow intention showed me I was thinking wrong. There is power in the patience, in the way small truths appear, in the quiet, in the stirring that becomes a steady cheer. So I trust the gentle progress, even when the pace is slow, knowing quiet is the soil where my brightest pieces grow. When I focus I grow in the ways I never knew, in the calm that lifts me forward, in the strength I'm growing into. When I focus I grow, and I feel it start to shine. Every moment I'm becoming more aligned with what is mine. I move slowly through the morning, let the quiet lead the way. There's a softness in the stillness that I'm learning how to stay. All the thoughts I used to scatter find a place to settle deep, where the ground beneath my spirit holds the things I wanna keep. It's the effort done in silence, not the moments bold and loud, where the steps that feel uncertain build a strength I had not found. There's a patience growing gently in the corners of my mind, and the paths that once seemed distant now feel easier to find. I don't need a sudden breakthrough, just the courage to believe. Things are shifting in the shadows, in the roots I cannot see. There are roots growing underneath, in the quiet, in the slow, in the choices made with intention. when I trust what I don't show. There are roots growing underneath, holding steady while I rise. All the progress that feels hidden still is shaping how I shine. Some days feel like little movement, like I'm standing where I've been, but the changes forming softly start to echo from within. I can feel the subtle settling of a confidence I missed, as if every little setback made more room for this to exist. I don't rush the transformation, I don't force what isn't right. I just meet the quiet moments where my thoughts begin to type, and the whisper revelations drift like seeds toward open ground. What was fragile starts to anchor, what was lost becomes unbound. I am learning that the growing doesn't need to make a sound. Life expands beneath the surface long before it meets the ground. There are roots growing underneath, where the work I've done collects, where the tiny unseen victories start to gain their own effects. There are roots growing underneath, strong and certain, soft and sure. All the progress taking shelter till it's ready to mature. I once doubted quiet seasons, feared the pauses in my flow. Thought that stillness meant I faltered, thought that silence meant I slowed. But the truth was gently waiting where the deeper layers live, teaching me that hidden growing is the greatest gift I give. Now I honor every moment where the world inside me shifts, knowing roots become foundations for the dreams my life uplifts. There are roots growing underneath, and they hold me as I rise. All the patience steady building, done away from open eyes. There are roots growing underneath, and I feel them every day. Quiet strength that forms my future in the gentlest, truest way. When the world goes still around me and the morning finds its place, all the noise I held inside me slips away without a trace. There's a softness to the quiet, like a space I didn't know, where the thoughts I kept in shadows start to lift and gently glow. I'm not searching for an answer, I'm not hoping for a sign. I just let the silence open like a window in my mind. Every moment feels like breathing in a way I once forgot, letting calm rebuild the corners that the rushing days had caught. And I feel the subtle balance rearranging what I'm in. Clarity begins to surface when the world grows calm, and then when the world goes still, I can hear myself again. All the scattered pieces soften and the fog begins to bend. When the world goes still, I can find my steady view. Every quiet revelation shows me what I need to do. Some days feel like constant motion, like I'm caught inside a tide. But the moment I find stillness, all the waves fall back from sight. Every doubt that stirred like thunder, every fear that tried to speak, loses power when the silence reaches places deep in me. God don't need grand transformation or a sudden shift in light, just a chance to feel the presence of my thoughts returning right. And the world outside grows distant as I anchor where I stand. All the pressure starts dissolving and the calm I now command. It's the quiet, not the triumph, where my strength begins to grow. When the world stops pushing forward, I can hear what I must know. When the world goes still, every fear begins to fade. Every step feels more deliberate, every choice more gently made. When the world goes still, I can see my hopes align in the soft and honest pacing of a journey that is mine. I once feared the silent moments, thought they meant I lost my spark. But they taught me how to listen to the whispers in the dark. All the wisdom I've been seeking, all the truths I long to feel, rise within the open quiet, where my heart can heal and heal. So I trust the gentle slowing, let the silence guide my stride, knowing stillness isn't empty, it's where everything resides. When the world goes still, I return to what is true. Let the present be the lantern that will guide me as I move. When the world goes still, I can meet myself with grace and discover softer strength in the quiet I embrace. There's a line I cross each morning, where the world grows soft and thin, where the rush that lived inside me can't quite find a way to win. In the hush of early hours, all the static starts to fade, and the thoughts I couldn't settle find the quiet they've made. I've been learning how to listen to the space behind my breath, where the pressure loses meaning and my mind unlearns its stress. There's a calm that holds me steady, there's a peace I didn't see, till I stepped outside the chaos and let stillness carry me. I don't need to chase the volume, I don't need the world to bend. Clarity begins exactly where the noise begins to end. This is where the noise ends, right beneath the slowing air, where I feel my focus deepen into something bright and rare. This is where the noise ends, in the quiet I allow. Every thought grows more intentional as the silence shows me how. Some days everything feels crowded, like my mind has too much weight. But the moment I fall inward, I can clean the mental slate. All the tension I've been storing, all the doubt I let expand, loosens gently when I anchor back in what I understand. I don't need a flawless mindset, I don't need a perfect plan, just the practice of returning to the calm I know I can. Every breath becomes a shelter, every pause becomes a key, and the work that felt overwhelming feels aligned and meant for me. I have found the quiet doorway, out of pressure I outgrew. It appears just when I need it, leading me to something true. This is where the noise ends, where my thoughts can finally land, where the scattered restless pieces form a shape I understand. This is where the noise ends, where my mind can find its view, in the space that asks for nothing but the moment I move through. I once thought the world around me had to soften for my mind, but I learned the deeper quiet is the one I choose to find. Every time I set intention, every moment that I claim, I reclaim the inner silence from the places filled with blame. Now I treat the calm like treasure, like a place I always own, where the noise cannot intrude in. and I never walk alone. This is where the noise ends and the calm begins to rise, where I rediscover presence in the clearing of my skies. This is where the noise ends and I feel myself return to the focus and the softness that I've always longed to learn. I wake up inside a quiet that I used to brush aside. Let the morning settle gently in the corners of my mind. All the thoughts that once felt scattered slowly fall into their place, and the space I used to rush through feels like something I can't face. I've been learning how the present holds a truth I couldn't see, that the answers I kept seeking grow from what's already me. I don't need a distant promise, I don't need a faster pace, just a calm of showing up here with intention I can't trace. I don't need to chase the future just to feel like I'm alive. There is meaning in the moments where I simply choose to thrive. All I need is here, in the breath that meets my chest, in the choices shaped with purpose, in the effort done with rest. All I need is here, not beyond some lofty goal, but within the quiet hours where I realign my soul. Some days used to feel like longing for a world I hadn't made, but the present keeps reminding me that nothing's truly late. Every step becomes an anchor, every pause a place to stand, and the tasks that felt too heavy start to lighten in my hands. I don't wait for grand momentum or a sign from far ahead. All the growth I've kept delaying simply needed to be fed, and the peace I never trusted starts to rise without a sound. What I thought was missing from me turns out wanting to be found. I can sense a subtle shifting in the way my thoughts appear. All the things I used to look for start to bloom when I stay near. All I need is here, where my focus meets the day, where the smallest kind of progress leads me softly on my way. All I need is here, in the stillness I defend, in the steady, in the grounding that I come back to again. I once thought I had to earn peace, had to prove I'd come far enough, but the gentleness I'm finding shows that presence is enough. Every worry slowly settles, every fear begins to fade when I honor where I'm standing instead of what I haven't made. Now the moment feels like refuge, like a space that lets me be, and the truth becomes much clearer. Everything begins with me. All I need is here, in the calm beneath my hands, in the quiet where my purpose starts to form its steady plans. All I need is here, and I feel it as I rise. Every breath held with intention turns to clarity inside. return to who I am. Let the quiet wrap around me like a soft unfolding plan. There are pieces I've been carrying, ones I never paused to see, but they settle into order when I choose to sit with me. I don't rush until the morning, I don't pull the day too close. I just listen to the whispers of the thoughts I trust the most. Every moment held with meaning finds a place upon the shelf, and the scattered parts I buried start to gather in myself. I don't need to hide the growing or pretend I'm fully whole. There is beauty in returning to the center of my soul. I gather myself in the silence I defend, in the breath that clears the distance, in the calm that helps me mend. I gather myself piece by piece and step by step, letting every quiet moment show me strength I haven't met. Some days leave me feeling broken, like I'm reaching without aim, but the second I grow still again, something soft restores my flame. All the doubts I tried to outrun lose their edges when I stay, and the path that felt uncertain starts to open in its way. I don't need a loud eruption or a breakthrough bright and fast, just the courage to be present, let the healing truly last. And the gentleness I'm learning becomes shelter from the storm. Every moment spent in grounding keeps my inner landscape warm. I return to this alignment every time I drift apart, gathering the scattered pieces like a promise to my heart. I gather myself, not in haste but honest care, letting clarity grow slowly as I breathe the open air. I gather myself till the world feels less intense, every mindful step becoming its own quiet confidence. I once thought I had to push through every moment feeling tough, but the soft intentional pause and showed my presence is enough. All the fragments of my focus, all the thoughts I left behind, come together when I honor what is real inside my mind. So I welcome every stillness, let the inner tides retreat, in the refuge of returning I become a bit complete. I gather myself in the quiet I reclaim, where the scattered fears dissolve and my purpose finds its flame. I gather myself as the day begins to rise, every breath a gentle promise of the strength I realize. There's a stillness on the surface that invites me to begin, like the calm before the rainfall or the hush beneath the skin. All the thoughts I've been avoiding hover softly in the air, not demanding my attention, just reminding me they're there. So I take a gentle breath now, let the tension drift aside. Every quiet, honest feeling finds a place where it can glide. I don't need a grand awakening, I don't need a forceful start, just a moment to surrender to the rhythm in my heart. And I feel the subtle pulling of the focus drawing near, a reminder that the doorway opens only when I'm here. Give me a moment to dive in to the center of my mind, where the thoughts grow wide and open and the clarity is kind. Give me a moment to dive in, let the noise fall far behind. Every second spent in stillness gives me strength I couldn't find. Some days everything feels tangled, threads I barely understand, but the moment I lean inward, I can guide them with my hand. There's a softness in the sorting, in the patience I allow, in the tasks that felt uncertain find their shape and purpose now. I don't need to see the ending or the distance. step I follow, fans the brightest in a flame. I once tried to leap too quickly, tried to rise without the ground, but the slower, deeper sinking held the truth I hadn't found. All the answers bloom in stages, all the wisdom grows in time. And I learned that rushing forward kept me far from what was mine. Now I meet each new beginning with a gentler sort of grace. Let my breathing be the doorway, let my presence fill the space. Give me a moment to dive in, and the fog begins to clear. Every focused breath revealing what I've needed to hear. Give me a moment to dive in. Give me a moment to dive in. And I feel myself align with the work that waits with patience, and the future that is mine. There's a calm beneath the morning, like a doorway opening wide. All the thoughts I kept in quiet start to settle into line. I can feel a new beginning gently forming in my chest. Not a rush of sudden thunder, just a space that feels like rest. And I carried heavy questions, ones that never found their place, but they soften as I notice how my breathing finds its pace. Every thought becomes a marker on a path I didn't see, and the fog that felt unending fades enough to set me free. I'm not chasing something perfect, just the clarity to start. And it rises when I listen to the whispers in my heart. My mind is ready now, open like a window in the sun, letting in the gentle knowing that my work has just begun. My mind is ready now, steady with a quiet sort of fire. Every step is shaped with purpose, every moment builds me higher. There were days I moved in circles, trying hard to make it right, but the stillness taught me patience in the rhythm of the light. I can see the edges soften, I can feel my doubts unwind. All the pieces I've been tending start to gather and align. I don't need a louder vision or a roadmap drawn in gold, just the trust that slow intention is enough for me to hold. And the strength I've been becoming doesn't shout or make a sound. It appears in small awakenings as my footing finds the ground. I am learning how to listen to the signals in my chest, how they tell me I am growing even when I feel my best. My mind is ready now, clearer than the worries I grew. All the noise that once defined me can't distract me like it used to. My mind is ready now, present in a way that feels like true. Every quiet revelation giving shape to something new. I once thought I needed answers before daring to begin, but the courage grew in fragments every time I let light in. Now the steps don't feel so distant, and the path feels truly mine. I could see the buds of progress where I used to draw the line. My mind is ready now, rooted in the place where I belong. Every lesson shaped in stillness, turning fragile into strong. My mind is ready now, and I feel it rising slow. Every moment I stay present is a moment where I grow. I move gently through the morning, let the hours find their form. Every thought that once felt restless learns a place where it feels warm. I don't race the quiet moments, I don't force the day to bend. There is something in the slowness that becomes my truest friend. Yeah. Every goal I used to pressure now unfolds in softer ways. I can follow where it leads me without counting every phase. There's a rhythm and a steady in the way I hold my ground. Not a sprint toward expectation, just a pace that feels profound. I've been learning how to honor every truth I come to know. Progress isn't made in lightning, it's the steps that move me slow. My pace, my progress, measured in the breaths I choose to take. Not in moments loud with motion, but the calmness I awake. My pace, my progress, growing where the stillness feels like home. Every quiet act of effort proves I'm moving on my own. I've been walking with intention, letting clarity arrive. Even dreams I fear were fragile start to feel alive inside. And the things I've been avoiding don't feel towering or steep. When I meet them in small portions, they become a path I keep. There's a comfort in the cadence of a mind that learns to breathe. I'm not rushing toward the finish, I'm just learning to believe. Every thought I place with purpose, every choice I let unfold shows me progress isn't giant, but in pieces soft and bold. I am choosing gentle movement, not the race I used to chase. Letting space between my footsteps be the grounding that I trace. My pace, my progress, steady as a lantern in the dark, lighting up the path before me with a slow intentional spark. My pace, my progress, shaped by what I'm learning now to hold. Every moment held with presence makes the journey feel like gold. I once thought I had to hurry just to prove I had a voice, but the stillness showed me freedom in the quiet of my choice. I can rise without the pressure, I can bloom without the rush. There is meaning in the patience that I'm teaching to my hush. So I trust the gentle rhythm growing stronger day by day, knowing progress isn't measured by how quickly I display. My pace, my progress, soft but certain, calm but strong. Every step I take with purpose leads me where I've known I belong. My pace, my progress, clearer now than it has been. I'm becoming who I'm meant to, at the speed that feels within. I slow to rush and my heartbeat. Let the moment settle deep. Every thought that felt unruly learns a gentler way to speak. There's a quiet kind of focus in the space I let expand. All the pressure I've been holding softens when I understand. I don't need to chase the future, or I'll pace the moving day. I can meet it in small rhythms that invite my mind to stay. Oh, there's a power in the pacing, in the breath I choose to take. Every single calm decision shapes the progress I can make. I am learning not to scatter every piece of me so wide. There is strength in turning inward, letting presence be my guide. Oh, one task, one breath, I give the moment on my mind. Let the noise fall into distance as my purpose realigns. One task, one breath, simple steps that keep me true. Every time I slow the chaos, I can see what I must do. I've been tangled in distraction, pulled in places I outgrew, but the stillness brings me gently to the work I need to choose. All the thoughts that once felt crowded start to open into space, and the clarity that follows feels like something I can trace. I don't need a burst of brilliance or a spark that blinds the room, just a mindful steady presence, letting discipline resume. And I feel the weight shift lighter when I center where I stand. Every breath becomes a compass, every choice a quiet plan. I am finding my foundation in the moments held with care, where a softer kind of effort shapes a world I wanna bear. Ooh. One task, one breath, let the world move how it will. I can focus on the stillness that allows my thoughts to build. One task, one breath, and the work becomes a flow. Every simple act of patience helps the deeper progress grow. I once thought I had to hurry just to feel like I was strong, but the calm within the pacing showed me I was thinking wrong. Oh, there is meaning in the smaller steps, the ones nobody can see. They are shaping quiet futures in the heart of who I'll be. So I trust the steady rhythm, let my breathing guide the way. Knowing focus isn't forceful, it's the choice to truly stay. One task, one breath, one task, it's enough to keep me whole. Every moment held with purpose plays a part within my goal. One task, one breath, and the clarity I feel turns my quiet concentration into something bright and real. I sit down with what's before me, let the moment do its part. Every small, deliberate action feels like tending to my heart. I don't need a burst of glory, just a space to plant the seed. Quiet hours full of purpose are the ones I truly need. I've been learning how the simple shapes the world I wanna claim. How the effort done in silence feeds a brighter in the flame. There's a calm that builds momentum. There's a peace that helps me rise. Every task I give my focus teaches truth behind disguise. And I'm finding subtle power in the work no one can see. All the patience I've been growing brings the dream in front of me. Ooh, quiet work, loud dreams. That's the way my future grows. In the moments soft with meaning, in the progress no one knows. Oh, quiet work, loud dreams. Every step a steady call. What I nurture in the shadows one day stands above it all. Oh, some days feel like moving slowly, like the finish line is far. But the quiet keeps me grounded as I reach for who we are. I don't need a grand arrival or a spotlight to begin. Just the promise of becoming in the place I choose within. Every thought I shape with purpose, every breath I let align, builds a gentle kind of courage that I recognize as mine. And the dreams I hold in secret, ones too precious to have named, grow their roots beneath the surface, in the work I've slowly tamed. Oh, and I realized that the journey never needed to be fast. There is wisdom in the pacing, in the moments meant to last. Oh, quiet work, loud dreams. Let the effort take its time. What I practice in the stillness makes the vision truly mine. Oh, quiet work, loud dreams, rising softly from within. Every shift in my intention shows me where I can begin. I once thought my voice was quiet, 'cause I didn't shout my plans. But the silence held a strength that louder journeys rarely have. All the nights I stay committed, all the mornings soft but clear, became proof that inner progress can be louder than the fear. So I trust the calm devotion, let the deeper currents guide. Dreams don't need a rush toward me when my work stands by their side. Quiet work, loud dreams, that's the rhythm I embrace. Every moment shaped with kindness, bringing light into its place. Oh, quiet work, loud dreams, and I feel it as I grow. What is built in quiet hours will be everything I know. There's a quiet in my footsteps that I'm learning how to trust. All the roads I try to follow led me back to what I must. In the stillness of my choices, in the path that's mine to claim, I can feel the world grow softer as I loosen old remains. Every promise I've abandoned, every dream I hid away, they return in gentle fragments when I slow my hurried pace. There's a strength I hadn't noticed in the silence I create. Not a loud or sudden triumph, just a shifting of my weight. I don't need a crowded chorus to confirm the way I move. I have learned the quiet truth in the steps I choose. These are the steps I take alone, not in fear but something true. Every moment I am steady as I learn what I can do. These are the steps I take alone, but they carry me with grace. All the ground beneath my progress feels like finally finding place. Some horizons feel uncertain, some decisions stretch me thin, but the more I walk with presence, the more clearly I begin. What once felt like empty distance now feels open, wide and kind. I can sense a gentle courage growing roots inside my mind. I don't walk to prove my power or to show how far I've come. I just move with small intention till the doubts inside grow numb, and the air around me deepens as I listen to the sound. Every tiny tender footstep feels like waking sacred ground. I've been learning there is freedom in the paths I make my own. Not a lonely kind of journey, but a way of coming home. These are the steps I take alone, measured not in force but peace, letting every quiet moment shape the strength I've come to breathe. These are the steps I take alone, and they guide me soft and slow. Every breath a calm assurance of the place I'm meant to go. I once feared the open silence where my thoughts would echo wide, but it taught me gentle wisdom as I met myself inside. Now the path feels like a blessing, not a burden, not a test. Every mile a small reminder that alone can still mean blasted. So I trust the slower rhythm, let the unknown be my guide. There is beauty in the footsteps that I take with only pride. These are the steps I take alone, but they bring me something bright. Every quiet choice I follow leads me closer to my light. These are the steps I take alone, and I feel it as I grow. I am walking toward a future only I was meant to know. Clear the table in my mind, let the clutter drift away. Yeah, all the pieces I've been holding start to loosen where they lay. There's a freedom in the choosing, in deciding what to keep. What belongs to I'm becoming, what was only meant to leave. I've been learning slow and softly, how to let the quiet lead, how to sift through every echo till I find what I still need. There's a calmness and tension in the way I sort the noise, giving space to what feels honest, letting go of borrowed voice. I don't need the weight of everything I thought I had to chase, only truth that feels like steady hands, only thoughts that give me space, only what matters now, only what aligns with where I stand, only what brings meaning to the work inside my hands, only what matters now, clear enough to guide the way I move, letting every quiet choice I make be a path that leads me through. Some distractions try to linger, calling me to turn around, but the stillness holds me gently till my purpose can be found. I can feel the shift within me, like a tide that settles slow. What I once believed was urgent no longer has a pull it showed. There's a softness in the focus, not a pressure, not a push, just a steady kind of presence in the long devoted hush. I'm not trying to be flawless, only willing to be clear, choosing thoughts that help me build a life I can truly hold sincere. And I'm learning how to honor every boundary I set down, letting come the compass that decides what stays around. Calming come become the compass that decides what stays around. Only what matters now. Only what matters now. Not the things that kept me running thin, only what feels rooted in the place I now begin. Only what matters now, strong enough to light the way ahead, letting go of every heavy truth I no longer need to tread. I used to gather everything, afraid to lose my place, but the peace I found in narrowing has given me more grace. Every choice becomes a whisper, pointing softly to my core, showing me that fewer burdens let me rise a little more. So I trust this gentle sorting of the voices in my mind, knowing clarity is something I am patient now to find. Only what matters now, only what aligns with who I am, only steps that carry meaning as they follow where I stand. Only what matters now, let it shape the way I grow, every breath a quiet promise to the path I choose to know. I begin with simple choices, ones I whisper where to start. Let the morning wrap around me like a hand upon my heart. There's no urgency to rush through what I haven't learned to hold. There is power in the pacing of becoming soft yet bold. Every step I take with meaning lays a stone beneath my feet, not a pathway built in lightning, but in rhythm slow and sweet. I don't need a flawless vision, I don't need a perfect line. All I need is steady grounding in the moment that is mine. And I'm learning that the journey doesn't bloom from speed or force. It unfolds through quiet courage as I follow my own This is a path I built slowly, not in leaps but gentle turns, where the lessons gather softly and the confidence I earn. This is a path I built slowly, where the effort meets the air. Every breath becomes a footprint, showing I'm already there. Some days stretch with heavy stillness, like the world is standing still. But the quiet starts revealing what my heart has meant to fill. Every pause becomes a blessing, every lull becomes a guide, and the doubts that made me tremble lose the power they imply. I don't push against the time, I don't chase what isn't mine. I just meet each small intention till the edge is realigned. There is beauty in the patience, in the moments I don't flee. All the strength I've been becoming grows from what I choose to see. I can feel the shifting gently, where my focus starts to land. Past don't need to glow with promise for me to trust where I stand. This is the path I built slowly, shaped by presence, shaped by care, where each step becomes a story of the growth I choose to wear. This is a path I built slowly, soft but certain, deep but clear. Every mindful move I'm making builds a road that keeps me near. I once wished for a swift arrival, for a finish I could claim, but the journey held more meaning than the trophy or the fame. Every setback taught me balance, every pause revealed a key, and the patience I resisted grew the truest parts of me. So I follow what feels honest, let the process guide my stride, knowing progress built in stillness is the kind that stays inside. This is the path I built slowly, every day a single part, every focused breath a promise to the work held in my heart. This is a path I built slowly, and I feel it as I rise. What I shape with quiet effort becomes stronger than I realize. I've been moving through the morning at a slower, gentler speed, letting every quiet moment show me what I really need. There's a calm beneath the surface when I stop demanding more, and the pressure starts to loosen in a way I can't ignore. I don't have to have the answers just to take another stride. All the pieces start aligning when I'm patient with the ride. Every step that feels uncertain holds a truth I didn't see, and the doubts that seemed unshakable lose their weight inside of me. I'm beginning to surrender what I thought would make me strong. Turns out progress grows more deeply when I'm not forcing it alone. When I trust the process, everything moves with clearer flow. I can feel the quiet guidance lead me where I need to go. When I trust the process, even when the path feels slow, there is purpose in the pacing and the strength I start to know. So no trust the process, every step is more my own. I'm the confidence to sound me, styles to stand where we just know. Some days feel like stalled momentum, like I'm standing in one place, but the stillness hides a lesson that I'm learning how to face. I can hear the softer wisdom in the pauses I resist, and the clarity that follows feels like something I had missed. I don't need a flawless vision or a map drawn in advance. I just need the gentle courage to give each small choice a chance. And the more I let life open without pulling it too tight, the more easily the progress finds its way into my sight. I'm beginning to believe in what I build one breath at a time. Trust becomes a quiet anchor that keeps everything aligned. When I trust the process, I stop rushing toward the end. I can feel my focus deepen in the space I now defend. When I trust the process, every step feels more my own, and the confidence inside me starts to stand where it'll defend. When I trust the process, every step feels more my own, and the confidence inside me starts to stand where it has grown. I once thought I had to hurry just to prove I had a place, but the moments that felt empty were the ones that shaped my pace. All the times I felt uncertain, all the days that seemed too slow, all the lessons I was missing in the rush to always know. So I welcome every season, let the timeline be unclear. There is beauty in the patience when I trust what's growing here. When I trust the process, every effort finds its way, and the meaning in my choices gives me strength to stay today. When I trust the process, I can meet the work with grace, knowing every quiet moment leads me closer to my place. Before the morning, when the world is barely stirred, I can feel a quiet promise growing somewhere in my nerve. There's a space I've been discovering, one I didn't see before, where the questions lose their edges and my steps mean something more. I've been learning how the stillness holds a blueprint I can trust, how the moments spent in focus shape the strength beneath the dust. Every choice becomes a pillar, every thought a steady beam, and the work I build in silence forms the structure of my dream. I don't need a clear direction, just a place to start again. Every lesson builds a corner of the home I'm moving in. This is where I build myself, in the spaces calm and slow, in the quiet gentle shaping of the things I wanna grow. This is where I build myself, brick by breath and step by choice, letting every grounded moment be the lifting of my voice. There were times I chased approval, try to match someone else's way, but the echoes never fit me like the truth I feel today. Now I gather what feels honest, let the unneeded drift aside. I am carving out foundations made of patience, made of pride. And I'm learning that the journey doesn't need to feel intense. Progress grows through slow devotion, not through rushing past the fence. So I honor every moment where I meet myself with grace, every insight, every whisper finding shape inside the space. I don't need to see the ending to believe in where I stand. I just build with quiet courage what my heart can understand. This is where I build myself, not in flashes bright or fast, but in hours soft with meaning, where my deeper truths can last. be a cornerstone of soul. I once thought I needed answers before daring to begin, but the slow and steady forming showed the truth comes from within. Every setback taught me mercy, every pause revealed a door, and I realized I was building even when I felt unsure. Now I rise in quiet stages, letting growth feel soft and real. All the pieces I've been shaping show me parts I couldn't feel. This is where I build myself, in the calm I claim as mine, in the structure made of patience and the echoes of my time. This is where I build myself, and I know it deeply now. Every steady breath and moment shows me who I am somehow. There's a corner on my mind where the quiet settles in, where the thoughts I couldn't reach start to gather once again. I don't chase them into focus, I don't force them into light. They appear when I get gentle, when I stop for just a night. I've been learning that creation doesn't bloom when pulled too tight. It arrives in softer pulses when I give myself the time. There's a rhythm in the waiting, in the breath I let expand, and the spark that felt so distant starts to brighten in my hands. All the pressure I've been holding slowly melts when I get still. Ideas rise from deeper places when I let them choose their will. This is where I let ideas form, in the quiet steady flow, in the moments left unhurried, where the bigger visions grow. This is where I let ideas form, let them wander, let them breathe, till they find their shape and meaning in the truths I choose to keep. Some arrive like gentle whispers, barely brushing past my mind. Others gather information like a pattern I can find, but they all arrive more clearly when I'm not trying to impress. When I trade the weight of expectation for the ease inside my chest. I don't need to rush the process or demand a perfect line. I can trust the slow unfolding of the thoughts becoming mine. Every spark becomes a doorway, every trace becomes a guide, and the space where I stay open lights the pathways left inside. And I feel the quiet guidance in the way the moments blend. Ideas growing into answers in the time I choose to spend. This is where I let ideas form, in the softness of the day, in the tiny shifts of insight that show up along the way. This is where I let ideas form, not in rush but in my own. Every thought that takes its time becomes a seed that I have grown. I once felt I had to push hard just to prove that I could think, but the harder I kept grasping, the more lost my thoughts would sink, till I learned creation listens to the calmness in my chest. Ideas bloom when I allow them, not when I demand their best. So I hold the space with kindness, let the pathway stay unplanned, and I watch the quiet forming of the truths within my hands. This is where I let ideas form, where the mind and moment meet, where the stillness shapes the vision into something soft and sweet. This is where I let ideas form, becomes the key, and the thoughts that rise in silence build the world I'm meant to see. There's a rhythm in the morning that reminds me where to start, in the simple steady motions that reconnect me to my heart. I don't search for grand ambition, I don't chase a distant prize. I just follow quiet footsteps till my focus crystallizes. Every task I hold with purpose brings me closer to my core, not in sweeping bursts of progress, but in choosing a little more. There's a grounding in the effort, in the calm of showing up, in the work that keeps me rooted when the world feels far too much. And I feel the gentle anchoring every time I meet the day, like the path becomes more certain when I move in my own way. This is the work that grounds me in the stillness of my mind, where the scattered thoughts grow softer and my clarity is kind. This is the work that grounds me, where the noise can't pull me through. Every steady, quiet action builds a stronger version too. Some days feel like slipping forward, like the meaning's out of reach. Ooh. But the slow, persistent progress holds the lessons life will teach. Every moment spent in presence, every breath that I defend, takes the sharpness out of worry, makes the path feel like a friend. I don't rush the inner shaping, I don't bend it out of pace. I just honor what feels honest as I settle into grace. There's a power in the patience, in the calm I let expand, and the work that once felt heavy feels more gentle in my hands. And I sense a quiet rooting where my thoughts begin to flow. What I attend with care and softness is the part of me that grows. This is the work that grounds me in the steps that feel sincere, where the pressure loses meaning and the path becomes more clear. This is the work that grounds me, helping everything align, every mindful choice becoming its own deep and steady sign. I once feared that slow and fragile, that I needed speed to prove. But the more I lean to stillness, the more freely I can move. All the moments spent in quiet, all the breaths I save for me, build a kind of inner balance that I had never thought to see. So I trust the soft beginnings, let the effort take its time, knowing grounding isn't stagnant, it's the root of how I climb. This is the work that grounds me in the peace I cultivate, where the small steps build a future I no longer have to chase. This is the work that grounds me, and I feel it as I rise. Every quiet act of presence makes me stronger in my mind. I start gently with the morning, let the quiet guide my mind. All the rushing that once on me falls away and stays behind. Every thought I hold with kindness finds a softer place to land. And the calm I've been avoiding now feels steady in my hands. I'm not reaching for perfection, I'm not racing toward a sign. I am learning how to honor every moment that is mine. There's a clarity in slowing, in the breath that stands alone. And the task that felt relentless now feels something I can own. I don't need to know the ending, just to value where I am. Every pause becomes a promise that I'm doing what I can. Bar for patient here, that's the way I learned to grow. In the stillness I've been choosing, in the pace I'm moving slow. Yeah. Bar for patient here, that's the rhythm I defend. Letting presence be the anchor that I come back to again. Some days used to feel like pressure, like I needed more to prove. But the moment I got quiet was the moment I improved. I can feel the gentle shaping of a strength I didn't trust. And the discipline I'm building comes from treating myself just. I don't rush the inner progress, I don't push what isn't clear. I just show up with intention and I stay sincere right here. Every small aligned decision, every choice I let unfold feels like laying down a pathway that will hold me as I grow. I am learning from the silence, from the steady, simple pace. Then my focus grows its roots when I create a little space. Bar for patient here, that's the mantra I repeat. Every time I lose direction or forget my steady beat. Bar for patient here, and I feel it settling, like a quiet understanding of the place where I began. Thought that moving slowly meant I wasn't doing enough, but the gentle kind of progress is the kind that makes me tough. Every hour spent in presence, every moment that I claim builds a version of my purpose that no hurry could sustain. So I trust the quiet rhythm, let it guide me through the day. What I nurture with intention never truly fades away. Bar for patient here, that's the ground from which I rise. Letting every mindful moment bring a clarity that guides. Bar for patient here, and I hold the meaning near. All the strength I've been becoming starts exactly where I'm I begin the day in quiet, let my breathing find its flow. All the tension I've been holding learns a softer way to go. There's a comfort in the pacing of a mind that takes its time. And the weight I carry yesterday doesn't cling the way it climbed. I've been learning how the small things shape the way my future bends. How the moments spent in stillness help me see what truly means. Every step begins with presence, every thought I choose with care. And the path that felt uncertain feels more open in the air. I don't need to force direction, I don't need the rush. I knew ease arrives when I allow it, and my purpose follows through. There's a smoother path ahead, not because the world has changed, but because I move with kindness through the doubts I've rearranged. There's a smoother path ahead, where the noise can't steal my stride. Every breath becomes a guidepost, showing me how to align. Some days stretching, quiet, winding, where where the progress feels unseen, but the stillness plants foundations in the spaces in between. I can feel the shift within me, like a river finding course. What once felt like bitter friction now moves gently without force. I don't chase the distant outcome, I don't cling to what's unclear. I return to gentle practice till the moment draws me near. Every calm, deliberate action, every pause that I defend shapes a trail that feels more certain as I learn how to ascend. And I learn to slow becoming, letting growth be soft instead. There is wisdom in allowing all the steps that lie ahead. There's a smoother path ahead, made of choices shaped with grace, where my thoughts don't trip in circles but arrive in steady place. There's a smoother path ahead, wide enough for hope to spread. Every mindful move I'm making clears the road beneath my tread. I once fought against the stillness, felt that slow and meant delay, but the truth behind my progress lives in how I meet the day. Every worry that felt heavy starts to loosen when I breathe, and the calm I thought was distance becomes comfort I can weep. Now the journey feels more open, less like something to outrun. I can trust the gentle shaping of the work I've quietly done. There's a smoother path ahead, not a promise made of haste, but a road that's built with presence and the tenderness I taste. There's a smoother path ahead, and I feel it as I grow. Every step made with intention shows the way I'm meant to go. I've been learning not to wrestle with the things I can't control, letting go of all the patterns that kept tightening my hold. There's a freedom in the stillness, where the pressure starts to fade, where the weight I used to gather gently falls and drifts away. Sometimes I feel the open of a life without a plan, but the moment keeps on teaching how to trust where I began. I don't need to know the ending for the journey to be real. There is meaning in the motion that the quiet helps reveal, and the truth comes slowly forward when I stop and let it show, telling me I'll find my footing in the places I don't know. I let myself be carried by the moment, by the softness in the air, by the light that drapes the silence, and the calm that meets me there. I let myself be carried by the moment, not resisting where it leads, learning life can hold me gently if I trust the space I need. I breathe into the quiet till the noise begins to clear, finding comfort in the pauses I once filled with doubt and fear. The truth arrives in fragments, in the shifts I didn't plan, in the moments spent reflecting on the strength I hold in hand. And even when I waver, when the path feels undefined, I remember how the stillness brings me closer to my mind. I walk with open patience, let the moment draw its line, knowing every step I'm taking is connected by design. And I rise a deeper insight when I stop trying to push. There's a lesson in releasing in the gentle present hush. I let myself be carried by the moment, by the softness in the air, by the softness of light that drapes the silence, and the calm that meets me there. I let myself be carried by the moment, not resisting where it leads. And in life can hold me gently if I trust the space I need. For so long I thought the answers lived in what I had to chase, in the speed and expectation, in the rush to take up space. But the moment showed me softly that the truth is never forced. It appears in quiet rhythms when I'm steady on my course. Now I stand with clearer vision, let the present guide my way, knowing life moves with intention in the stillness of each day. I let myself be carried by the moment, by the softness in the air, by the light that drapes the silence, and the calm that meets me there. I let myself be carried by the moment, not resisting where it leads. When life can hold me gently if I trust the space I need. I take my time in silence, where the noise can't interfere, where the smallest kind of progress feels like something I can't hear. The gentle shift of breathing marks the path I start to trace. Every thought grows lighter as I settle into place. The world keeps pulling loudly like it wants to set the pace, but I find another rhythm in the spaces I create. Little steps I'm making never need to shout their name. They unfold in hidden corners till the moment feels reclaimed. And I feel the quiet rising in the strength it slowly builds. All the moments I've been gathering start aligning where they will. These are every quiet victory, the one nobody sees, the shifts beneath the surface where I finally learn to breathe. These are every quiet victories, small but changing me, proof that I'm becoming who I always meant to be. I move through gentle shadows, let the tension melt away, learning how to honor every effort that I make. Some days feel like holding more than I can really bear, but the calm reminds me softly that I'm stronger than I'm scared. The progress isn't perfect, but it's honest in its form, a rhythm made in whispers that still keeps my spirit warm. I gather every moment that begins to shift my view, piecing all the fragments into something standing true. And the stillness pulls me inward, where my heart can finally see all the places strength is growing quiet, slow and faithfully. These are every quiet victory, like a weight across my mind. I return to steady breathing, to the calm I always find. I honor every moment that has carried me this far, the subtle winds that shape me in the spaces left unscarred. And I rise a little taller in the truth I choose to keep, knowing every quiet triumph lifts me from the underneath. These are every quiet victory, one that nobody sees, shifts beneath the surface where I finally learn to breathe. These are every quiet victory, small but changing me, proof that I'm becoming who I always meant to be. Hey, hey. I've been learning how to listen to the rhythm of my pace. Now the expectations that the world puts in my face, there's a softness in the choosing, where I let my body lead, where the calm becomes the anchor for the things I truly need. I don't rush to meet the moment like I did so many times. Now I move with deeper meaning, letting presence draw the lines. Every breath becomes a compass, pointing gently where to go. Not the force or heavy pushing, just a natural quiet flow. And I feel the shift inside me when I move with open mind. There's a strength in simple pacing, in the peace I start to find. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, how to move without the strain, how to give myself the freedom not to prove a thing again. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, letting ease become my guide, finding truth in every moment when my breathing aligns. I used to think that rushing made me worthy, made me strong, but the beauty in the stillness showed me how I had it wrong. Now I honor every heartbeat, every pause that helps me heal. And the space I give my spirit, it makes my purpose feel more real. Some days the doubt still linger, pulling softly at my spine, but I let them pass like weather, not a weight I have to mind. I walk with clearer footsteps through the noise I left behind, and the ease I'm slowly choosing shapes a life that finally aligns. And the calm becomes a teacher as the pressure fades away, showing me the strength and softness in the pace I choose each day. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, how to move without the strain, how to give myself the freedom not to prove a thing again, not to prove a thing again. Learning how to flow without pressure, letting ease become a guide, finding truth in every moment when my breathing aligns. For so long I carried tension in the places I felt small, tried to force myself to rise without trusting I could fall, but the fall became a blessing in the lessons that it gave, that I don't have to hold the world to be powerful or brave. Now I flow with deeper meaning, with intention in my hands, letting softness be the answer to the weight I I used to plan. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, how to move without the strain, how to give myself the freedom not to prove a thing again, not to prove a thing again. I'm learning how to flow without pressure. Letting ease become a guide, finding truth in every moment when I'm breathing out. Breathing out. Yeah, there's a quiet space I'm learning, where the daylight slips inside, where the edges of my worries lose the sharpness of their bite. I can feel the subtle rhythm moving underneath my skin, like a slow awakening, where everything begins. Sometimes I drift in circles through the patterns of my mind, chasing thoughts that flicker like they're running out of time. When I breathe a purpose and let the moment settle in, I hear a deeper heartbeat guiding where I've been, and a softer truth is forming, like a whisper clarity, a pulse that keeps reminding there's a place I'm meant to be. In the center of me, where the noise can't reach, where the calm holds steady and the world feels free. In the center of me, where the light breaks clean, I return to the stillness where I know what I need. I trace the lines of memory that the morning leaves behind, little echoes of intention falling gently into rhyme. Some days feel like shadows pulling heavy at my chest, but even in the tension, I know I'm doing my best. Every quiet revelation comes in pieces I collect, a mosaic made of patience of the moments I reflect. And I move with new alignment through the spaces in between, finding meaning in the small things and the color of routine. There's a truth that keeps unfolding, soft as breath but meant to stay, pulling me back inward, where the answers find their way. In the center of me, where the noise can't reach, where the calm holds steady and the world feels free. In the center of me, where the light breaks clean, I return to the stillness where I know what I need. When the doubt grows louder and the room begins to blur, I hold on to the quiet and the wisdom that I've earned. There's a freedom in the patience in the shifts I choose to make, a gravity of purpose that the moment doesn't shake. I stand inside the open where the steady pulses lead, and I rise into the clarity of everything I see. In the center of me, where the noise can't reach, where the calm holds steady and the world feels free. In the center of me, I find what I believe, and I follow the rhythm of the person I can be. The night was growing heavy in the corners of my mind. All the dreams I've kept in silence felt too distant, hard to find. But the morning broke the shadows with a soft and steady glow, and I realized in the quiet there are things that grow slow. I've held on expectations like they had a ticking time, thinking progress should come quickly or it somehow wasn't mine. But the truth unfolds in moments that don't call for rushing in. It arrives the way the sunrise touches gently on the skin, and I feel my heartbeat shifting when I stop demanding more. There's a spark that's slowly forming in the space I've waited for. So I'm waiting for the spark, not in pressure, not in fear, in the calm between the instinct, where the truth grows crystal clear. I'm waiting for the spark, in the patience I reclaim, knowing everything I nurture will ignite its rightful flame. Some days the doubt grows louder than the voice I try to trust, and I wonder if my footsteps are enough to rise above. But the spark is in the trying, in the faith I choose to hold, in the steady, quiet choices that I make when I feel bold. And even when I'm fragile, when the world feels out of sync, I remind myself that waiting is a strength, not what they think. For the spark arrives in timing that no rushing can create. It's the light that finds this moment when my heart unlocks the gate, and I breathe into the stillness where the doubts begin to part, letting every gentle whisper feed the courage in my heart. So I'm waiting for the spark, not in pressure, not in fear, in the calm between the instincts, where the truth grows crystal clear. I'm waiting for the spark, in the patience I reclaim, knowing everything I nurture will ignite its rightful flame. I used to think the magic lived in sudden perfect signs, in the moments that felt certain or the paths that looked aligned. But the spark begins much smaller, as a breath I nearly miss, as the feeling in my chest that says you're getting close to this. So I honor every moment that feels quiet, soft or slow, knowing even silent progress is a place where embers grow. I learned that growth is quiet, not a fire, not a rush. It's the steady kind of progress that the world forgets to trust. The moments no one's watching, yeah. When I choose to show up still, when I sit with all my questions, yeah. And the doubt I have to kill. I used to chase perfection, like it proved what I could be, but the real work lives in shadows, yeah. In the parts no one can see. So I trade the loud ambition for the patience I deserve, and I rise through every effort, even when it starts to hurt. And the path becomes more honest when I stop demanding more, when I honor every heartbeat on the way to what's in store. So I stay close to the work, to the meaning in the grind, to the quiet dedication that reshapes my inner mind. I stay close to the work, to the truth beneath the fear. Every small step builds a future if I just keep showing here. If I just keep showing here. Some days the weight is heavy, 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 and the progress feels too slow. But the time I spend in effort plants the things I'll come to know. The breakthroughs aren't sudden, they're the echoes from before, from the hours spent in silence, when I choose to give once more. And even when I falter, when the focus slips away, I return to steady breathing, find my rhythm for the day. Oh, the work doesn't need perfection, price to try, just the courage to continue when the vision's running dry. And I feel the meaning deepen every time I pause and lean. And I feel the meaning deepen every time I pause and learn that the process shapes the outcome long before the tables turn. So I stay close to the work, to the meaning in the grind, to the quiet dedication that reshapes my inner mind. I stay close to the work, to the truth beneath the fear. Every small step builds a future if I just keep showing here. If I just keep showing here. There was a time I questioned if my effort meant enough, if the hours spent in trying made me foolish, made me stuck. But the work reveals its wisdom. In the days it feels unclear, it reminds me of my purpose, of the strength I built each year. Now I rise with deeper knowing that the journey is the spark, that the progress made in silence is the one that leaves its mark. So I stay close to the work, to the meaning in that dedication that reshapes my inner mind. I stay close to the work, to the truth beneath the fear. Every small step builds a future. When I choose to persevere. Soft morning shadows fade across my mind. I breathe into the quiet, let the noise fall behind. Every little heartbeat keeps a steady time. I trace the shape of sunlight falling through the blinds. I settle in the stillness, let the tension go. Pages full of moments waiting to unfold. The world pulls in 1,000 different ways at once, but I come back to center to hear my inner pulse. And I feel it rising, rising somewhere deep inside, like a spark that's slowly forming, finding space to shine. So I hold the light steady, keep my focus true, let the world keep turning. I know what I'm meant to do. Every step gets clearer when the rhythm guides me through. I hold the light steady and it carries me. I move with quiet purpose, unfolding breath by breath. The clutter starts to soften, I clear what's in my head. Moments turn to patterns, patterns turn to flow. I'm learning how to trust it, let intuition show. Sometimes doubt is heavy like a weight across my chest, but even in the shadows I know I'm doing my best. There's beauty in the process and every slow advance, a symphony of patience that asks me just to dance. And I feel it rising, rising like a calm I always knew, calling me to stay here, to see the day unfold in truth. So I hold the light steady, keep my focus true, let the world keep turning. I know what I'm meant to do. Every step gets clearer when the rhythm guides me through. I hold the light steady and it carries me. Even when the doubts get loud and shadows cross my view, I ground myself and breathe again, find the center I once knew. I lean into the quiet, let the small things pull me through. A gentle kind of rhythm, a truth both soft and new. I walk into the moment with intention in my shoes, and every step reminds me there's nothing I can lose. I rise with every heartbeat in a world that can't undo the strength inside my stillness, the clarity I choose. So I hold the light steady, keep my light steady, keep my focus true. Let the world keep turning, I know what I'm meant to do. Every step gets clearer when the rhythm leads me through. I hold the light steady, and it always brings me back to you. The rhythm starts in whispers, somewhere deeper than my breath. A slow and steady glimmer, pulling tension from my chest. I follow every heartbeat like a path I never knew, letting go of what I carry to make room for something new. Thoughts move like constellations, shifting softly into place. Every doubt becomes a fragment of a sky I learn to trace. I move without the pressure, let the moment take its shape, stepping gently through the stillness and the calm I choose to make. There's a balance I've been finding in the rising and the fall, like a current wrapped in softness that reminds me to let go. Mind like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Mind like water, deep enough to breathe, flowing into clarity where my thoughts can finally ease. Sometimes I drift uncertain through the echoes of my past, but even in the chaos, every moment doesn't last. I learn to trust emotion, let each worry sink below. There's a meaning in surrender that the rushing doesn't show. The tide becomes my teacher in the way it learns to bend. It moves with quiet purpose, knowing loss is not the end. I breathe into its rhythm, let the surface settle free, finding strength in being open to the things I used to flee. And the calm keeps pulling gently where the deeper truths begin, showing me the spaces where I end and I begin. Mind like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Like water, deep enough to breathe, flowing into clarity where my thoughts can finally ease. Mind like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Like water, deep enough to breathe, flowing into clarity where my thoughts can finally ease. When the world gets heavier and the line begins to break, I lean into the softness that the deeper waters make. I step beyond the tension, let the shadows drift apart. There's power in the patience, there's strength in every start. The waves become a language only quiet ones can read. They whisper through the silence and they lead me where I'm free. Mind like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Like water, opening to me, pulling me to stillness where I'm finally meant to be. I've been learning what it feels like not to rush toward every sound, not to let the world convince me I should always run around. There's a softness in the quiet, where I stand on steady ground, letting go of every moment that was pulling my mind down. Some days I lose my center when the noise begins to swell, when the expectations gather in a way I know too well. But I breathe myself back inward to the place I feel most clear, to the promise I keep holding, I can keep the balance here. And I feel the shift inside me as the chaos starts to fade, showing me the strength in choosing where my energy is safe. So I keep the balance here, in the calm beneath the rise, in the space I've learned to honor, where I'm meeting my truest side. I keep the balance here, where the pressure disappears, where the world is still in motion, but I move without the fear. Not every weight is mine now, not every thought is meant to stay. I choose the ones that lift me and release what pulls away. The path is made in pieces, indecision small and slow. In the moments I say enough now, to the things that halt my growth. And even when I stumble, I return to what I know, that the balance isn't perfect, it's a rhythm meant to flow. So I gather all the lessons that the quiet helps me hear, and I root myself in presence till the purpose reappears. There's a peace that keeps unfolding when I listen past the strain, teaching me that moving gently doesn't mean I move in vain. So I keep the balance here, in the calm beneath the rise, in the space I've learned to honor, where I'm meeting my truest side. I keep the balance here, where the pressure disappears, where the world is still in motion, but I move without the fear. There was a time I carried every burden without pause, thinking strength meant holding tightly even when it bent my thoughts. But now I see the meaning in releasing what I can, and trusting my alignment in the ground on which I stand. The balance isn't fragile, it's a choice I make each day, to give myself permission to step back, reset and stay. So I keep the balance here, in the calm beneath the rise, in the space I've learned to honor, where I'm meeting my truest sides. I keep the balance here, where the pressure disappears, where the world is still in motion, but I'm